A note to the listener. In this episode, we had some sound difficulties. So, really, the only thing that you're going to hear is my voice. But I think the storyline is still intact, and I think the episode will still make sense. Hopefully, my voice is not that annoying to you. Enjoy.
The world is old and the powers are weary. The god at the door of night has fallen, and the great enemy of the world has come back from the timeless void. The shadow has awakened the great evils to regain dominion over Ardar. Darkness shall cover the land, if not with the deeds of a small fellowship of elf friends. Join the players of this Dungeons & Dragons campaign as they fulfill the events of the Dagor Daggeroth prophecy and strive with Morgoth on the plains of Valinor. Welcome to the Undying Lands in Part 3 of the Inglorion Bastards trilogy, Trials of the Valar.
All right, everybody. So, welcome to... is everybody ready, first of all? All right. Is anyone not ready? That's what I should be asking. So we are in session 3, the third session of the third campaign. Charlie, we call this the Inglorion Bastards campaign, not the Inglorious Bastards. Inglorion. There's an elf who is actually, you meet him in the Fellowship of the Ring, the book, and you see him briefly in the extended edition of the movie, but you never actually meet him in the movie. His name is Gildor Inglorion. And he was tasked with assembling this party, so we call them the Inglorion Bastards, and or we did for a while, and then so the first campaign was called Search for Tol Eressëa. Second campaign was called The Rise of the Mormagil. The Mormagil means Black Blade, and then this one I just explained to you is Trials of the Valar, where you are undertaking tasks of the godlike creatures in order to make the end battle against Morgoth more palatable, or more winnable, I guess. All right, and the Kraken is a cross between, if you've seen Moana, do you remember the Shiny song? So it's like a cross between that and oh shit, what was the other one I told my wife? Anyway, he's basically the Collector from the Avengers, right? He's like this underwater creature who collects like precious artifacts. So we're starting at the top of round 3. Yeah, and let's get this thing going. Faradyr's up first. All right, this thing is bloodied. So now it's Tessero's turn. Tessero, you are in Groot form, right? You're in your Guardian form. It looks like you're about halfway down, right? And as far as HP goes, 41. Okay, got it. All right, cool. So Tessero fires off an arrow. The first one like ricochets off of like 4 different walls, and narrowly misses Morlomin's ass. And then the second one actually strikes true and does a good deal of damage actually. All right, so on the initiative count 20, to do it properly this time, the Kraken will. The water, again, you've seen this before, but I don't think you actually took damage from it the first time. So the water starts getting electrically charged, and you feel like people's hairs are standing up on end, and so everybody needs to make a Constitution save, DC 23, and this is everyone in the room, and you can see the damage there because I didn't roll that privately. All right, John passed, so he only takes half damage. Everybody takes 14 lightning damage, except John. He takes 12. And most of the time, Charlie, you're going to take half damage, but it's only on, I think, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. So you do T-Rex burn, because you're gonna take him all the way down until you get sent back into your regular form. I don't remember, so I'm going to be nice to you guys and not do a legendary action right now because I can't remember how many he's used. Oh, this is the beginning of a new round, isn't it? Yeah, he's going to take a legendary action. Sweet. All right, so he's going to do... Oh, perfect. He'll do... he's going to do a tentacle attack on Faradir. Yeah. Not that kind of tentacle attack. All right. So he he crit fails his tentacle attack on and he rolled an 18. That's a crit fail. All right. So Burin, it's your turn. So again, you're gonna have to go into the journal under the T-Rex to see your actions. Yeah, exactly. Yep. And AC 18. So you hit with the tail. Wow, 25 bludgeoning damage. That's a nice hit. Faradir looks over his shoulder and goes, "Oh shit!" And the tail comes over his head. You hit the wall too and knock off some of the boulders from the wall next to Faradir. 25 damage. Okay. All right, and now it's the Kraken's turn, and you guys are gonna not like this. He is going to do 3 tentacle attacks. Okay, so he grabs Faradir, the T-Rex, and the Hound of Omen, and you guys are grappled. Yep. So you let's see. You could escape by doing a Strength DC 18 save. All right, so you are all grappled. Until the grapple ends, you are restrained. And Charlie, let me tell you what that means, in case you might know already, but I like to revisit it because sometimes I get confused. Restrained, you basically you can't move. Any attack rolls against you have advantage. Any attack rolls that you make have disadvantage, and you have disadvantage on dexterity saves. Yes, and what else can I tell you about it? Let's see. He has 10 tentacles that he can grapple people with, and he can throw you, by the way, because he is much larger than you. All right, and that's it. He does no damage on his turn, but this is going to get fun after this. All right, so Maglor is asleep under the water. He's like passed out. And Dorlomin, you're up. Wow, you learned a lot from last week for sure. John's one like kick-ass spell is chain lightning, and he's like the week before he had just torn people up with it, and this creature is immune to lightning, and he didn't know that. He was like, haha, chain lightning, no damage. All right then, let's do Zelindor. All right, unfortunately that misses, unless I would definitely use a higher level spell if you have it. So he's going to use a legendary action right now in between his Zelindor and Faradir. So he is going to fling the T-Rex. Let's see. Oh, he can throw you 60 feet. Oh, it says in a random direction. Well, that sucks. All right. So roll a John. I'll let your own fate sort of rest in your own hands here. Roll a 1d12, will you? We'll treat this like a clock. 1. Oh, well, that's no fun. No one's over there. Oh, actually, that's not too bad. Too bad you didn't roll a 3. He could have thrown you down the pit. All right, so let's see here. The fling. Are you bigger than large size? Let's see. Let's see here. Okay, he has to throw somebody else then. Faradir. So he'll throw you. You take 4 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet. So you take 12 damage. Unless, let's see here. If the target is thrown at another creature, the creature... Okay, no, you're good. So you just take 12 damage, and you're... let me place you where you are. And that was his legendary action. Now it's your turn, Faradir. So the light, the aura around Maglor goes out, which means anybody that's smaller than 5 feet is going to be either drowning or swimming. Yeah, it's 3 hits, my friend. All right, he's you guys at this point, you've like pummeled and sliced at his tentacles, and he's like he lets out this bellowous, like it just echoes off of this like underwater cavern that you're in, and he's not happy, and therefore he's going to make a legendary action. All right, let's see here. So he's going to do lightning storm. Let's see. A kraken magically creates 3 bolts of lightning, each of which can strike a target the kraken can see within 120 feet. So you all will have to do dexterity saves. or take 16 lightning damage. So he's going to do the T-Rex, Faradir, and a Zelindor. Only 16 lightning damage, but you'll have to roll a con save to keep your concentration. All right, and now it's Tessero's turn. $16. Oh, jeez. I wonder if Tessero's going to kill him. All right, he's still kicking, but he's on his last leg, or last tentacle, or whatever. All right, nice hit. So he puts 2 arrows in him, and these vines grow up and are sticking into him. They have thorns on them. His arrows seem to go just nowhere to go. And okay, so lair action time. So we're gonna do a combo here. We're gonna do a lair action and a legendary action. Because if he's gonna go out, he's gonna go out with a bang. All right. So you guys need to make a DC 23 strength save, or be pushed 60 feet away from the kraken. Yeah. So you guys are pushed 60 feet away. All right. So it's Burin's turn. He has a speed of 50, and I don't know what your reach is for T-Rex, but usually large size or whatever size you are, huge size, has a 10-foot reach, at least with your tail. Oh, actually, both of those are going to hit, and you kill him. Remember that this water is 5 feet deep, and that thing is not working anymore. Maglor's thing is not working. So Maglor is still down under the water, and you see a blue glow from the pit, remember. Well, you're going to have to send somebody down to get the Silmaril. You don't know. It's way down there. So it's over. So this creature, a gargantuan creature, is massive, and the hole's deep enough for him to have been down. He came out and covered up the view of the Silmaril, and then ascended. So there's plenty of room for this gargantuan creature to have been down there. I need you all to do perception check, though. You really want to pass this perception check. What do your elven eyes tell you, Legolas? I know, for everyone watching on Twitch, I screwed up that quote. All right, so Tessero, you see some other items down there, but if you move the Silmaril, you won't be able to see them, so they won't be within view. Tessero sees one other close item. Looks about to be about the size of a bowling ball. Okay, so the first thing that comes up looks like, and probably, let's see, who would recognize it? As Zelindor, you would recognize it. Look up, where is the Dragon Helm of Dorlomin under the lore section? Okay, yeah, and it is also, legend has it that the wearer is impervious to harm, which is where you get the sort of the barbarian effect of the helmet. Well, you don't have to decide right this second. You guys want to bring the other item out, the Silmaril? All right, so let's find it here. So the other thing that you pull out is the Silmaril of Maglor. So everyone remembers that there were 3 Silmarils created. One of them in the heavens, one of them Maglor threw into the sea, and his brother Maethros threw one into the earth, into a hot liquid magma. And so you have the Silmaril of Maethros, and you've given it back to the Noldor elves who created it. You've now found the Silmaril of Maglor, and there's one other Silmaril out there. And you know that Morgoth will be going after it. That's the sky one. You have the earth one. Remember you found that? Yeah, hopefully you guys remember the password for the portal. Though this marks the end of the episode, the road goes ever on. Until next time, join us at longwinded.one and consider giving us a review on Apple Music, Spotify, or really whichever platform you choose.